day, guys. I believe you're well and you're safe. In today's lesson, we're going to look at how to find the area of a circle. All right, if you draw a circle like the one we seen on the screen, though that's not perfect circle, let us look at some basic features of the circle. From the center, let's take this to be the center of our circle. Good. From the center to one part of the circle, which we call the circumference, the distance around the circle, if you move around the circle, we have what we call the circumference of the circle. Okay, now from the center to any part, it can be any of the parts we have here, but it should be from the center. So from the center to any part of the circle is called the radius of the circle. If it is plural or two of them, we have the radii. All right, now a line that passes through the center but touches both sides of the circumference is called what? The diameter. So the whole thing from this point to that point is called the diameter of the circle. However, from the center to one part is called the radius of the circle. So what do we see here? The radius of the circle is what? The diameter, or half of the diameter. So if we divide the whole thing, diameter, by 2, break it into 2, then we have the radius and we have the radius of the circle. Got it? Great. Now to find the area of the circle, we need to know the radius of the circle. So the area of the circle is pi multiplied by the radius squared. Right, so this is the formula. Pi in math can be 22 over 7 or 3.142. You can use any of the numbers. You can use 3.142, or you can work using 22 over 7, which is also correct. All right, so let us look at an example now. I believe you've written down the formula. So pi is a constant number in math. Okay, on your calculators you may see the pi. If you don't have calculators, then you can work using either 22 over 7 or 3.142. All right, so in this example, I'm going to use the same figure here. So this side, it's 7 centimeters, and the question will be find the area of the circle. Find A. So as we did in all the other 2D shapes, what you've got to do is to write down your formula. The area of my circle, it's pi times the radius squared, or square of the radius, like this. Then we substitute. Area is pi, it's what? 22 over 7, we can use that, or 3.142, times square of the radius. Radius in the question is what? 7 centimeters. So 7 times another 7. Remember, it is squared, so we need to multiply it by itself. A number squared means that number times itself. Now these two are whole numbers. We can write them over 1, right? That's what we know. So we continue. Now it comes back to how you handle fractions. You can choose to multiply all the numerators, all the top numbers here, 22, 7, and 7. Then you divide by the denominators, or you can go by the method of cancellations. It actually depends on you. So going by the method of cancellations, 7 would divide into itself, that's a 1. 7 would divide into 7, it's also a 1. When we multiply the numerators, we are going to have 22 times 7, which is 154. All over 1 times 1 times 1 is still a 1. So the answer is 154 squared centimeters. Got it? Great. Okay, now let's try a second example. So the question is, find the area of a circle whose diameter is 28 centimeters. Okay, let's use that. Find the area of a circle whose diameter is 28 centimeters. So you can sketch the circle. If you do the sketch, it says the diameter, the line that passes through the center and touches both sides of the circumference, it's 28 centimeters. All right. But the area, it's what? Pi times the square of the radius. So we need the radius, not diameter. So we were given diameter and we need to find the radius. Remember, radius is what? The diameter divided by 2. So our radius is going to be 28 divided by 2, which is what? 14. We have a radius of 14, which we are going to work with. All right, so our area will be pi, which is 22 over 7, times the radius, which is now 14. So 14 times another 14. Why are we multiplying the 14 twice? Because in the formula, we said it is square of the radius. So number squared is a number times itself. We need to multiply the radius 2 times. So 14 over 1, 14 over 1. That should be our answer. The next step is how you can handle your multiplications and divisions. You may choose to multiply all the numerators and divide by all the denominators, or you can go by the method of cancellations. Whichever way, I believe you will get your answer. Okay, so we have if you are multiplying the numerators, you're going to have 22 times 14 times 14. That should give you area as 4,312 all over. Denominator 7 times 1 times 1 is still 7. So the numerator divided by 7 should give you 616 squared centimeters, if the unit said centimeters. Remember, it's still area, so we need the answer to be squared. All right, so it actually depends on how the question is set. If they give you diameter, like this question, you have to divide the diameter by 2 to get half, which is radius, 14, 14. Because in the formula, we are working with radius and not diameter, okay? If they give you straightforward a radius of the circle, then you are lucky enough, just use the radius to find the area. The pi is constant number, which is 22 over 7 or 3.142. Get it? Got it? Great. Now I want you to work out the following. Pause the video and do them. When you're done, come back for the revision. Leave a comment if there is anything you need clarity on. Have a nice day further. Bye.